Hey, JD here. I wanted to share a really neat story with you called The Fisherman. Recently, I was doing some visiting in La Paz, Mexico, and I was walking down a beautiful historic street about midday, and I was looking around at all the beautiful structures and the artistic way that the buildings are made and so forth, and just in a great moment. And a voice was coming out of the other side. I was interrupted by a voice that came to my right, and it was a fisherman, probably in his 50s. He looked pretty tarred and feathered. He looked like he had been through a lot of struggle, and he was sweating, and his shirt was dirty, and so forth. And I could tell that he was desperate. And he said to me in Spanish, which I speak, he said, "Sir," he says, "I'm really embarrassed. I'm really sorry. I have to say that I need some help. My fishing delivery isn't going to pay me till tomorrow. I'm expecting payment, but I brought my family with me, my wife and my child. I have no place to stay, and I don't have any money in my pocket to eat any food." And then my automatic mind started to show up. You know, right? We have that database inside where we go, I wonder if this is for real. I wonder if this is a sincere person. You begin to go to the phantoms of your mind. And then I snuck up on myself. And I thought, be aware, JD. Be aware. And I started actually listening to him. And he started, in a very neat way, started teaching me about what he knew about certain fish. And he said, "Do you know the one male fish that's in the ocean that actually can make babies? It's the seahorse." And he was teaching me about that. And then he taught me about the squid and so forth. He was giving me the information as if I had asked, I was going to pay for the lecture that I was getting right in the middle of the street. So I very gently stopped him, and I said, you probably most importantly need to eat. You need food. And he said, "Yes, I do." And I said, rather than give you money, I said, "Let me get some food for you." And he said, "Okay." He said, "Give me a loaf of bread." He says, "I want some cold cuts, and I'll take some cheese, and get me a refresco," which is a soft drink. So I thought, well, I'll go to the store. I'm wanting to help. And if he's not there when I get back, I knew that his story wasn't real. So I go to the store, I buy some extra things, I think about his family, I'm on my way back, I see him sitting where I left him, and he's in prayer. And I didn't want to interrupt his space, but he turns to me and he looks up to me, and he noticed that it was really, I was real. I did what I was going to do, and it was like restoring a certain faith that there are good people. And it felt so awesome to be seen in my most basic goodness of just doing a generous thing for someone without any judgment, without any cynicism, without any fear, just to make it clean and generous. And I handed him the bags, and the look in my eyes that he gave me just said it all. And what I gave him was obviously helpful to him, but what he gave me was the remembrance that it's okay that you let the world change you, and that the next time that you get asked for help, maybe you can sneak up on yourself like I did, and instead of saying no or trusting your assumptions, maybe take a closer look at that and ask yourself, why not? Because there's a lot of people that need help out there. Yeah. And not everybody has the winner's circle. Not everyone has what you have or what I have. And we all have a different journey that we're on, and we just have different experiences in our life. He made me the better man that day. And that joy that I felt was greater than anything money could buy. I felt high. So I hope this encourages you in some way. And that when you get a call from that fisherman, from that human being, from someone who really does need help, that you rise to the occasion.